13 years ago, we were working in a restaurant, and I was a cook, Angie was a waitress, and we were working paycheck to paycheck, and basically we would talk on our own. That possibly the chances of getting a house were slim,
like real
you know,
slim,
because you
yeah.
want to save, but also in reality of life, when you save, other things happen.
I work in the fields. We live in Paso Robles in a public housing, and it's a bad place. Drug dealers. I want a best life for my kids. We are fathers of 4 kids, and I want a good life for him.
I always dreamed of owning my first home, but it seemed impossible because of my situation. My credit wasn't what it should have been because of the farm worker, picking oranges, having kids, and no one would give you a chance because the bank said you don't have any stability credit, renting houses, you just don't have nothing to go by. So I felt that dream wouldn't be possible, but always deep down inside I have that hope.
You always dream of having your own things. You see people, you know, in the neighborhood, you know, you see your friends, they own homes, and you have a desire to own your own home, but you know deep inside, really you ain't got that kind of money to put down on a home, and if you go to the bank, they're just gonna laugh at you and say, look, you know, you gotta have money down, and that's just something you don't have. And
we met for the first time in December of 1967. Went on to start to build as soon as we could break ground in '68.
Since the 1960s, the United States Department of Agriculture has helped thousands of low-income families realize the dream of home ownership. Through a program known as Mutual Self-Help Housing, the USDA targets small towns and rural areas. The agency works in partnership with local community groups to help families build their own homes. Groups of 8 to 12 families who meet the program's qualifications spend the better part of a year working together in teams. When all of the homes are completed, the families move in. More than just houses, these families build neighborhoods and communities. Instead of money, their down payment is time and labor. Lives are transformed in the process.
Home ownership is the cornerstone of the American dream. People don't want to always have to live and be dependent on public resources. They really want to be self-sufficient.
To compare what self-help is like, I would have to say it was like having a baby, because when you start, you're so excited you can't wait to get here. And because everything is new and you have so much to learn and you just can't wait to get started. And then as the months go by, your back hurts, your feet swell, you feel, you just want to die.
This is hard work. It's not easy. We're tired. It's hot. In our area, it's 100 degrees plus during the summer.
I think the first 3 months is the hard part.
Sometimes you just felt like you were gonna pass out.
I put my feet in the oven because my feet were so cold.
I have no time to myself right now. The only thing I keep going is the thought of moving into this house.
I appreciate it more than having someone else build. A lot of houses, other people build them for them and they really don't appreciate it. But by me coming out here working, that I will appreciate the value of my home.
Self-help housing has been one of the most important programs we've ever had in Chico County. It's cleaned up some neighborhoods that we really wanted to clean up, and it's added some new additions. It's provided people with a place to live that never thought they could own a home.
It's been a tremendous economic boost to the city. A little over $1.5 million spent in land acquisition, attorney fees, contractors, and over $180,000 a year in building materials alone.
"20 years ago, there were shacks all around. Today, we've built some 1,300 houses scattered all over Central Florida, and there's 1,300 families who have realized the American dream. We targeted this community in order that we may purchase the property directly across the street so that we can go in where the drug pushers are and push them out. Once we put families in there, they have to go. I mean, it's just real simple. They have to go.
Building my home, it was a big turning point, you know, when we moved here in the new home, and the house that we was living in, it was raining in there, and only one bedroom, and we had one baby bed and about 3 kids in one room, and it was just very uncomfortable.
I was working for a company, and I was only making $6 an hour. And making that $6 an hour, it only could go so far at that time, especially with the kids, you know, that I had.
The best thing that ever happened to Mr. Blackman was that he got an opportunity to own his house. We stabilized this family and set him on a course of prosperity.
This is well, the first set of houses they built with me. That's my neighbor there. When we first moved here, this was a swamp area. It was real wet. All across here as this home was built. This is the daycare center, playground. Giving my first home gave me the opportunity to do things that I don't think I know was able to do. I was able to build my business because of the new home. I built my esteem up. My wife was able to get a daycare center to put something back in the community, helping people to go to work because they had nowhere to take their kids. From that, we escalated into doing community service work. Someone in your area that wants to be a California.
But I also want to know, how much time would you have to put into that?
I watched the kids in this neighborhood walk the street with nothing to do. One kid I took special interest was Travis. I took this kid and took him to work, and he enjoyed what he was doing. He started changing his lifestyle. He was so proud of me taking him off the street. He started bringing his honor roll card to me. He started making an honor roll, and he'd bring his card and leave it here with me. So I have taken kids off the street, given them a job, worked them. Some had gone on to have better jobs.
Nadia, when you start to sing, open your little mouth, okay?
Okay. When you can't help yourself, you think that you can't help no one else. When you get an opportunity to better yourself, okay, and giving a home kind of better my position, make you feel better for yourself. And I really believe it's a breaking point in my life.
Man!